I'm saying, like, if you don't have Double Dutch figured out now, I'm
You ain't gonna ever
you
figure
can't.
it out.
You
Yeah.
can't.
You ain't never gonna do it.
How is
If you beat them, they give you money. That's how you make money in the game. You battle people.
they're out here gambling? 10 years old. 10 years old out
10 years
here,
old. Straight up
dude.
steals her bike in front of her.
That's some real Terminator sent back from time kind of bull crap, that we used to get away with back in the 90s.
We'll say every September I always forget about the synopsis, so I'm always having to make it up.
You winging this? You winging this? I was wondering if you were reading it.
Got all that, and we are good. Here we go. And 3, 2, and what? Hey everybody, welcome back to Anime Me Pod. It's me, joined with my co-host Sal, and we have made it to the end of Sal Timber, y'all. Another one in the books. Boo.
Be sad,
Boo.
okay? Be sad, because what do we have after this? October, lame.
October.
Oh snap!
November,
whack.
No.
You know what? Not whack, bro. Because let's let the people in on this. Are we gonna be doing a spooky season? Like spooky season's upon us. You know what I'm saying? Spooktober.
Spooktober.
September's been good.
Get your blankets ready, y'all.
Hey, get that tiger blanket ready, y'all.
Get that tiger blanket ready. Make sure your night-night's plugged in nice and bright.
Because the kukui is coming.
It's coming for y'all.
It's coming for you. By the way, this is Anime Me, where we teach you how to love and watch anime one episode at a time, first episode at a time, every Monday, wherever you listen to podcasts.
Wherever you listen to podcasts, wherever you watch podcasts, that's where we are, guys. And we are ending September with a banger of a show.
I'm not gonna be hyperbolic in this, but this could be the greatest anime we've ever done, Joe Angel. I will give you, you know what? Here's what happens. Joe Angel is going to give us a synopsis. He's going to tell us the things that he liked in the show. He's going to tell us about how he, grew up on all this stuff. And he's going to probably explain some of this to me because I missed it all. I don't know anything about this. But I looked up some facts. I got one thing. And it is, I'm going to go ahead and hit you with this one fact before we get into the fact section of this. This is one of the longest running anime or longest running shows, like animated shows, behind The Simpsons, behind South Park. There's a couple others, but you can go ahead and put Pokemon in here as one of these long-standing, long-running shows. That's what we're watching. We are watching Pokemon. Never seen it before, and I still don't even know what it's about. I even watched the episode. I'm kind of like, I kind of don't know what's happening.
What's going on? What are we doing here?
Yeah, who are these kids? Tell them to get off my lawn. Joe Bangles, give us a synopsis and then explain this whole thing to me, all right?
All right. In the small town of Pallet Town lives Ash Ketchum, a 10-year-old boy with one goal in mind, and that is to be a Pokemon master, to catch all the Pokemon, which in this world, Pokemon being small to ginormous creatures with amazing powers and abilities. Let's join Ash as he begins his journey to the Pokemon world to become a Pokemon master and to catch all the Pokemon there is.
Yeah, boy.
Boom.
Yeah, boy.
I will say, every September I always forget about the synopsis, so I'm always having to make it up. we do.
You winging this? You winging this? I was wondering
I'm
if you were
winging
reading
this.
it. You know,
Anytime I
like
say I'm looking at my notes for the synopsis, I'm just like
you're looking
trying
in
to
the back.
pull up one, and one hasn't loaded yet. So I'm just like,
So
I'm just
you
gonna
know
go
what?
for it.
Yeah, I mean, you watched a lot of this, right? Did you watch a lot of
Yeah,
this?
I watched the other.
So
Oh
then you
yeah,
get, yeah,
I
just
watched
like
this.
you just tell straight
Yeah,
from the heart, bro. Like that's where you keep
straight
this
from the
show.
heart, bro. That's where I keep it.
Okay, so explain it to me. In the beginning of it, he oversleeps or he's running late, and they're
Yeah,
some for some reason we're in an academy, and they're gonna try to catch
yeah.
monsters, and he needs to find out why and how. Who is this Dr. Eggman that's there? Explain some stuff to me. What is that? Like
All right, so
he comes in wanting to get a Charizard or something else, or no, not Charizard. I don't know. Explain.
he's
Charmander?
yeah. So here we go. Here we go. Pokemon. Let's explain it to Sal. All right. So we got Ash Ketchum, who's a 10-year-old boy, because like Japan always does, their age of adulthood is 10, apparently.
All the
Because
time.
in this world, you can send a 10-year-old. All right, you're old enough. Go literally go explore the world by yourself
Yeah.
with this little monster
No,
by your
no,
side.
no supervision.
No supervision. Nothing but
He's
the
got a
clothes on his back.
he's got a flip phone. He's got a flip phone, a
Yeah.
Nokia flip phone.
Yeah, that Nokia flip phone.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
One change of clothes, one change of underwear. That's about it.
Got a hat. That's all you need. Get out there.
Got a hat. That's all you need, mate. So the occupation for these people are Pokemon trainers, Pokemon masters. Um, because all in all, there is what's called a Pokemon League, which you go to different gyms. You have to gather badges for defeating each gym member. And then once you collect all the badges, you go and fight in the Pokemon League, uh, in the championship, which is kind of like a tournament style thing, to be crowned the Pokemon champion. There could
Are
only be
you
one at a time.
are you for real about I don't remember hearing this, but for real, is he supposed to be 10 years old? Or are we is
So
he
let's get into everything about Pokemon. So here's the
because
thing:
how old is he? What is that?
Ash has been
What
10
grade
years
is that?
old.
What grade is 10 years
That's
old? Yeah.
about what is that? Third grade,
Third
fourth
grade?
grade?
Third grade. Third
Let's
grade.
see,
Okay, go.
third grade, third grade. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So Ash Ketchum has been 10 years old since this show started, which we'll talk about when that came out later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that when we get to the facts. Good grief.
This man has been 10 years old forever.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
He has he on his journey he has found the fountain of youth, and he has just been immortalized as a 10-year-old.
Hmm, hmm.
So that's that part. Yeah, see, same thing with Digimon. Like watching this back, I was like, yes, I forgot how hilarious old school Ash and Pikachu were, because all in all, so there's three starters. You start. So this hit where he's at, Indigo League. This is known as Kanto region. So there's different
Uh-huh.
kind of regions in the Pokemon world with different kind of Pokemons and everything like that. Uh, Different kind of starter Pokemons you could start with on the journeys. So, but in this region, you got the three starters, which are Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charmander. So, and they're all based off types. Bulbasaur being a grass type, Squirtle being a water type, Charmander being a fire type.
Hmm.
Classic kid watching wrestling late at night. He's up, doing all the moves and stuff, watching this
Oh,
Pokemon
that's right.
battle.
That's right. That's right.
Mom
Uh-huh,
comes
uh-huh.
in, hey, go to sleep. Oh, one more match, mom, and I'll go to sleep. Mom, single mom, for some reason.
Always
Single mom. She's just like, all right, whatever. Hey, at least she's there. That's all I gotta say. At least she's there.
alive.
She's like, all right, yeah, one more and go to bed. So homie stays up late. Classic anime, wakes up late, runs, trying to run, to get his Pokemon. So Professor Oak is the Pokemon professor. So he is the guy who knows all about the Pokemon. He helps with the kids go on their journey by giving them their starter Pokemon, letting them pick. Um, Ash running late, all the Pokemon are gone. Then he got his first rival, Gary Oaks, who's the grandson of Professor Oaks, and Gary's just a
Oh.
big baller. He's stunting on Ash right now. You know what I'm saying? The first time we see Ash, he gets stunned on.
Yeah. By the way, real quick, this is the golden age of like life as a kid when parents would
Yeah,
send you out. You could go do whatever you wanted. It didn't matter
yeah,
what you were out there. You could have been out there, selling and
yeah.
buying
Robbing
illegal
banks.
things, robbing banks. Yeah,
Yeah.
stealing. We was out there
As long as
stealing
you were
cars.
home before that street light
Yeah,
came on, you're
yeah.
good.
It's like forget if the cops are coming to get me. I gotta just get home before
Yeah.
the sun goes down. As long as I get home
Before my mom
base.
gets
Yeah. I
yeah.
ain't nobody. I ain't afraid of no policeman. I'm afraid of my mom. So said that the street lights come on, get home.
Yeah, hey, that chocolate has heat seeking on it. You don't know.
All right. So anyway, yes, he is
All right.
on his journey, and he ends up with
Yeah.
Pikachu, which I do love when
Yeah.
they introduce Pikachu to him, and he kind of looks at him and he kind of likes it. And he's like, you know what? Why is he the only one left? They're all taken except for this Pikachu, and he's like, all right, cool. He picks him up, he kind of hugs him, and then he kind of zaps him, which then ensues
Yeah.
some like dad jokes a little bit in there, some like little silly like puns
Yeah.
and stuff about like that's electrifying or isn't that
Yeah.
like he had said
Yeah.
something else, and I was like, no, these are kind of
Isn't that
funny, and
shocking?
that's shocking. Yeah, he gets zapped, like, but I was like, hey, if I 10-year-old me would be like, these are the greatest jokes of all time. They should win
Ever. Yeah. It's
Oscar. They should
hilarious.
win some Oscars for this writing.
Yeah. Yeah. This is Academy Award winning writing.
Yeah. Put Pokemon up there against Daniel Day-Lewis, boy. All right, go on.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So Ash gets Pikachu. Um, comes out. Mom's throwing him a going away party. Doing the mom thing. Hey,
You're a man now,
here's your
so
stuff. Have fun. You're a man now. Be safe. Call home. Bye.
that's it.
uh, that's it. So we get Ash and Pikachu, which Pikachu is like the reluctant pet. He's acting like a cat right now. If you ever owned a cat, you know how cats be acting sometimes. Ash is dragging him with the rope, and then it's just ensues I guess you would call it a love hate relationship with Pikachu's just like taunting him, poking fun at Ash, because there is a Pidgey, which is the first Pokemon Ash runs into. He's trying to catch it, because in order to catch Pokemon, because they got this little ball called a Pokeball. That's how you catch these Pokemon. You throw them, catches them, absorbs them, sends them to the Shadow Realm until you need them.
What are they doing there, by the way? Are
But
they
his
just
little
like
Poke.
in a liminal space
So
between
here's the
death
thing.
and life? It's purgatory or something like that. It sounds
Yeah.
miserable for these
So
animals.
so in the show, they don't show. All you see is the red and the white. But in the manga, it's actually you can actually see inside the Pokeball, and you can see them like just chilling inside there.
Just
Like
hanging
the
out.
Pokeballs are translucent in the manga, and you can see them just hanging out. Yeah.
Okay. They're not
Um,
like in there on a couch watching TV. They're just kind of like floating around in a
no, I
little.
mean, there's been speculation about what all they got in there. Yeah, but so we got that. Yeah, and this is the first time we see Ash and how real he is, because Pikachu's not wanting to listen to him to fight this bird so that he can catch it. He's like, "Oh, you know what? I don't need you." He's like, "I'll do this myself," and then proceeds to try and catch his Pokemon barehanded. Um, doesn't work, obviously,
Hmm.
because the PG uses a move called Gust, which creates a tornado, throws them off. Then they run into a Spearow. Yeah, Spearow. Um, which is another bird type Pokemon. Trying to catch that. Bird takes off, calls its friends. They get chased by a flock of Spearows. Starts raining. And you see like a group of them attacking Pikachu. Pikachu's not fighting back. But Ash is like, hey, you know, leave him alone. He didn't do any. He didn't start this fight. I did. And so you see the rapport of like how Ash really like, even though Pikachu's not listening to him and shocks him and everything, Ash still knows that that's his partner and he cares for him. And he's gonna do what he can to protect him. And so, get into a fight. Ash stands in front of Pikachu and the flock of sparrows. Pikachu sees that and he's like, "All right, you know what? This guy's cool." Shocks him. Uh, we get that, and then trying to think. So we meet a girl, which I'll go ahead and
Hmm.
say, this is Misty. Uh, she'll be a part of the crew. Ash runs into her. Pikachu's hurt. He's got to get. Ash has got to get Pikachu to somewhere to get healed up. So Misty tells him there's a Pokemon Center. Ash goes, cool. Steals her bike and says, and she's just like, hey, that's my bike. And he's just like, oh, yeah, don't worry about it. I'll return it to you someday.
Someday.
Like, just straight up, someday, just straight up
Dude,
steals her bike in front of her.
that's some real Terminator sent back from time kind of bull crap, you know, that we used to get away with. Back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Back in the 90s, you were like, "Hey kid, let me borrow that," and you're never gonna get it back. You know, Marty
Yeah.
McFly did it to a kid
Yeah.
with a skateboard. You know, so the Terminator did it to a guy with the motorcycle and his leather jacket. Ash
Yeah.
has taken, you know,
It's all
bicycles.
like, it's like, don't worry, I'm just going down the street. I'll be right back, bro.
This
Trust
is
me.
the 90s, you know, this is the 90s, bro. I miss anything could happen, really, honestly. And it was
Yeah.
awesome.
Straight bullying. It was hilarious. I'm trying to think. I mean, that's really about it. It's just like
Yeah, it really is. Like,
you're
there's not a
seeing.
whole lot
Yeah.
that happens. I mean, he gets into it with
We do get at the end.
what was that?
We do
Yeah,
see. So it's called a ho-oh. So ho-oh is one of the legendary mythical birds,
that
and
golden
this is
bird.
where the golden bird. This is where the conspiracy theories start at the end
Oh,
of this episode.
the first episode.
Because, as I said, Ash has been 10 years old since the time of this show till now. Up until recently, this man has never aged a day in his life.
You know, that is interesting because let's see here. I mean, you see this like on you know, other shows like I mean, I guess a lot of shows. What name a show?
It's like The Simpsons. It's like Family
I
Guy.
was gonna say South Park,
South Park
King of the Hill. King of the
uh,
Hill just came back, and they finally aged him up. You know what I'm saying? So like
came back. Yeah,
they,
yeah,
you know, they're growing, I guess. Yeah, a little bit,
yeah.
but yeah, that is. I want to know about the conspiracies here in a bit, but let me give you a couple facts. We ready for this?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Throw some in there.
just here and there, a little something. Pokemon is not what I thought. Here, you know, I'll go ahead and get this. I wrote this down. It's not funny, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it anyways. Well, let's hear Pokemon. What? No, you know, I'm not gonna say it. Forget it, dude. I don't want this on record. I'm not gonna say it. I had a terrible joke, but now that I'm an
Pocket
old
monsters.
man, yeah, nobody nobody wants to know about my Pocket
Yeah.
Monster joke. 1996, they come out with Pokemon Monsters Red and Pokemon Monsters Green. Later, Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue outside of Japan. It was a Game Boy game.
Yeah.
And so it was a game before any of this stuff. Did you have the game?
Yeah.
Did you or know anybody that had these games before the show came out?
I was blessed on Christmas Day with a Game Boy and Pokemon Red.
So and this was before the show? Or did the show already exist?
This was during the show.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. So
because at the time, because I think Blue came out later
mm-hmm,
in America. Because like I
mm-hmm,
said, Red and Green was exclusive in Japan,
mm-hmm.
but when they transferred over to America for some reason, they didn't keep Green. They kept Red, but they made green. They decided to call it blue.
So the games come out and they aren't doing very hot. They're doing okay in Japan. And then that was 96, 97. They decided to release a manga, Pokemon manga. That's in March. Not very long after that, release the anime. And that's when it started to pick up and take off a little bit. And it helped buoy the sales of the video games. Then the video games start doing well. And then in 98, it gets dubbed over. A new song is written for America. Gotta catch 'em all. That's not, the original Japanese song, but it is an original that they created. This is, by the way, done by 4Kids. Is it 4Kids? What am I looking at this? Four
Yeah, Four
Kids.
Kids. Yeah, the
Four
Four
Kids,
Kids stuff.
they dub it over and bring the show to America in 98, and that's when it all blew up.
Yeah.
And the sales of the games went through the roof. Everybody caught up to it super fast. Here's some fun facts, though. You ready for a fun fact, Joe Angel? This is about to get real fun. Put your fun hat on, okay? Go to the store,
Give me a fun fact. Give me a
buy
fun
you a
hat.
hat, and get you a fun
Buy a fun
hat for a
hat.
fun fact. And I had to look this up because I don't know.
Uh,
Do you know do you know the Pokemon Clay Fairy? Clay Fairy? Clefairy? Clefairy. CLE
Clefairy.
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 Clefairy. It's like a little
Yeah,
like
Clefairy. Yeah.
like a little like what would you consider this thing? It's like a little chubby cat squirrel.
Uh,
What the heck is that thing? It's like a little brown pudgy
it's it's it's
Pokemon.
like a piece of bubble gum.
Yeah, yeah.
It's pink.
So
Yeah.
uh the creators wanted Clefairy to be the the main mascot over Pikachu. Pikachu
Yeah.
was not originally supposed to be the main character, but it tested real Pikachu tested better, so they made Pikachu and Ash like the main characters of the show.
Yeah.
So they dodged a bullet there. Also, you watch a lot of this? Did you watch a lot of this when you were a kid? Can you tell the
Yeah.
difference in Pikachu from like 98, 97 and 98? Or yeah, it's 97 and 98. If you watch this, they'll claim that Pikachu is a lot chubbier. So they call it Fat Pikachu in these first couple seasons.
He's a fat little peanut, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
He is a fat little peanut.
I think it
With
looks good.
Mandela effect. Mandela effect.
Give it to me.
He had. I distinctly believe he had the tip of his tail, the very tip, was
Mm-hmm.
black. But this is where the Mandela effect comes in, because
Uh-huh.
apparently Pikachu never had a black tip on his tail. It was always yellow. But
You blow.
a lot of people, myself included, I distinctly remember Pikachu having a black tip on his tail, because I used to draw Pokemon stuff. I
You
had
know,
draw books. I remember distinctly drawing the black tip part of his tail.
well, here's the thing. So like the show is created very quickly. Like back in the day, production was rushed. Like it's the 90s, the show is doing really well, and they had very tight schedules to kind of like get some of this stuff and get the episodes out. And so like a lot of the times they'd have continuity issues. You'd see the characters were like a little off, or there would be weird animations. There'd be continuity mistakes, and so like I bet anything you're probably attributing that to some of the quick animations of some of this stuff, and you would see them, and
Okay.
Pikachu could have been drawn wrong, for like a frame or a couple episodes or a couple like scenes. He would just not be right because they're trying to pump this show out as fast as possible.
Maybe.
Maybe, but by the way, Pikachu gets slimmed
I
down in 90 in the 99 and 2000. They like later on they make him a
Yeah.
little thinner so that he looks a little cuter and a little bit more marketable because they didn't think that a
Yeah.
little chubby Pikachu would sell.
He
So,
started. He started working out.
yeah, he started, leveling up,
P90X.
son. That was back when it was doing it up. P90X was doing it up. Let's see here. I got a couple more
I
questions for you.
do know that there were episodes pulled from America. I know two distinctly. One being a just Pokemon called Porygon.
Mm-hmm.
I know his episode had gotten pulled because it started causing seizures, so they had to pull it and recolorize and re-edit it so that it would stop causing seizures. And there's another episode that got pulled uh, where the lovely crew that we'll meet later on called Team
Mm-hmm.
Rocket. Uh, one of the guy James pulled this one from America because it contained guns, and
Yep.
America didn't want that in the show. So I
That one,
know that episode got pulled
that
from the
episode,
American lineup.
if you want to try to find it, is called The Legend of Dratini because there were guns depicted in it. So there are quite a few of them. There's one
Yeah.
called The Ice Cave. And now this one, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is, but I gotta look it up because and maybe you could tell me or if you've heard of this. It's called The Ice Cave, and all I can find in it is that Jinx's design controversy. There's a design controversy with Jinx. Whoever this character is, they decided to pull it. I don't know. It makes my mind spin if to think that they would like, oh, we gotta pull this because kids can't look at this character
it
maybe wearing something inappropriate or something like that.
Character design, it's really is kind of questionable.
I
You
mean,
wouldn't question
already.
it for the time it came out in,
Uh-huh.
but
Uh-huh.
looking at it from this day and age, it's all like, yeah, that might get you canceled pretty quick.
T-Quiz, yeah, especially now these days. Do you also know
Yeah.
that Ash was let's see here. You know Ash's real name, like Japanese name? Any idea?
It is Satoshi,
Dang, okay, bro. You are a
I
real
believe.
one for that. How do you know that? Do you look this up? His real name is Satoshi, but like they changed a lot of the names because, they got to make them more American, like these kids that are watching these shows on on in American TV, they can't say some of these names and they want to make them more,
Yeah.
American friendly. So Ash, I don't know how they kind of. Actually, I kind of know how they fall in that name. Where is this? Satoshi. Actually, I don't know. That's okay. We don't need it.
We got because like going back to um, the manga is actually kind of based off the character in the game, so it's based off of Red.
Okay, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so Ash isn't the MC in the manga; he's just the MC in the anime.
Yeah. So yeah, that is another interesting because supposedly in the games, which you could fill me in on this. Supposedly you start out with just like a Charmander or a Bulbasaur or right like you're given those characters and that's who you have right at the very beginning of it
Yeah.
like you don't get to choose any of this you're just playing as those like with those characters right like explain the game to me I still don't kind of
So in the game, so in the game, yeah. So when you play the game back in the day, Red, I'll go like with Red.
mm-hmm
Uh, you meet. It kind of starts out almost like how the show started out with the quick Pokemon battle.
mm-hmm
Like it does that for the intro of the game. Then you go in. Hi, I'm Professor Oak. Uh, Yada yada yada. He asks, "Are you a boy or a girl?" You choose who you are, and then he asks you your name. But you yourself can put in whatever name, like any video game. You
mm-hmm
just put whatever name you want to put. Um, so whoever was playing, you put your own name. You can make up a name, um, and then they'll just kind of not really. I was trying to remember. It's been a while. I think Gary refers to you by the name. But other than that, nobody else I think refers to the name in the game. But like I said, the game itself, the main character, you're basically is Red. So you go through. Basically, you have six starters, or not? You have three starters that you choose from. You have Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle. This is all based off Pokemon Red, Green, Blue, And then they came out with a special version called Pokemon Yellow, which I think came off the heels of the anime,
Yep.
where you could pick Pikachu as a starter as well in
Hmm.
Pokemon Yellow. But you pick your starter. In the region, they're called. He's in the Kanto region,
Hmm.
so these are the Kanto starters, the original three. And there a myth behind there in the community, depending on the starter you pick, will basically give you the difficulty level of the gameplay. So if you choose Bulbasaur, you kind of have an easy mode. Squirtle, you kind of have medium, and Charmander is like the hard mode. And these are all based off their types. Because Bulbasaur is a grass type, Squirtle is a water type, and Charmander is a fire type.
Hmm.
It's all based off how powerful they are against the gyms you fight. Um, but yeah, you got your starters that you can choose from, and then you got 5 other Pokemon that you can catch to a total of 6 Pokemon on your team.
Hmm.
And so basically, you just walk around exploring the world, catching Pokemon, catch them all if you can. Um, there is a kind of flow through the game. You go from each city to city defeating the gym leaders,
Hmm.
and then you get all the badges, go on to face the champion and everything, the four, and then basically you become the Pokemon champion at the end of the game, but it's continuous after that. So basically, you still go around and catch all. So there's a 151 Pokemon of the original lineup. There's way more now.
Okay.
Right now,
Okay.
but the OG was 151. And then there's that, and then there's also what's known as shinies. So shinies are just like a different color variant of certain Pokemons. So with shiny, it's all like a numbers game with encounters. Uh, so you have to like sometimes you got to do certain things uh, to grab a shiny. But yeah, sometimes you can get one right out the back depending on the game system at the time.
Just a second, bro. I when you said Chinese, I thought you meant like Chinese, but Chinese.
Chinese, Chinese, Chinese Pokemon.
Yeah, or just knees that just don't want to be seen because they're embarrassed.
It's the you get the whale from All Devouring Whale. You get the
Yeah.
little catfish.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so
um,
like, are you walking around? Like, are you just kind of like walking? Like the gameplay. I'm imagining the
yeah,
gameplay, and you're just like walking, and then you go beyond a bush, and there
yeah,
is a name a Pokemon.
yes.
There's a
So
Dom
let's
from
say
Fast and the
yeah,
Furious.
yeah, Dom pops. So essentially, you can walk through like say you walk through a tall grass area.
Hmm.
You'll like run into something. It'll do like a black pinwheel
Hmm.
effect, and then throw you into all right. Now we got to battle because in order to catch Pokemon, you have to weaken it, and so you got to battle Pokemon with your Pokemon.
So is it like turn-based? So like you're like,
Yeah, it's kind of turn based. You go
okay,
one turn at a time. You attack,
okay.
they attack. You attack, they attack. You also encounter other people along the road too. Just random people you come across and battle them and their Pokemon because in order to evolve your Pokemon, you also have to like get experience to battling. Some Pokemon you have to have a stone to evolve them. But other than most of the times you have to get to a certain level and then they'll evolve from there. And different Pokemon had different stages of evolution. Some have 3, some have 2, some have none. Um,
Does
depending on who you get.
Pikachu have 0?
Pikachu started out with 2. So it was Pikachu, which was the base form, and then his second form is called Raichu.
Okay.
Um,
I don't know
later
that this.
on,
Hmm.
yeah, later on through the series, I think there's a it's called Pichu was discovered, and that
Uh-huh.
was a pre-evolution Pikachu. Um, but
Does he go Super Saiyan? That's all I want to know. Is he
he
Super
goes Super
Saiyan?
Saiyan.
Yeah.
He actually decides not to go Super Saiyan. There,
Okay.
there's an episode where Ash was gonna give Pikachu the electric type stone to evolve him, but Pikachu said, "Nah, I don't need that. He's all like, I'm
Yeah.
too good for that.
Oh, too good. I thought he was
Yeah,
just being lazy. He's like, you know what?
yeah.
No, I don't.
Which
I
there's
don't want all
a
the
yeah.
responsibility. You know.
Which there's a theory too on Pikachu in the anime himself. So in the game, it is the main character of the Pokemon game and the manga. Basically, so the theory goes that the Pikachu in the anime, Ash's Pikachu, is actually Red's Pikachu, which explains why Pikachu, you go throughout the series, some of the moves Pikachu uses is pretty high level moves, and he's pretty powerful, which is kind of
He's
weird for a starter.
yeah, he's more evolved
Yeah.
than he
Yeah.
should be.
And so, yeah, there's this theory that the reason Pikachu is so strong and can do certain moves is because he was Red's Pikachu. Red being the uh, other Pokemon master who like terrorized everybody. Yeah, gameplay wise, yeah, you find other people you can battle with. If you beat them, they give you money. That's how you make money in the game. You battle people and
They're out here gambling. 10 years old. 10 years
yeah,
old out
10 years
here
old
play
gambling on
on.
animals
Oh yeah,
fighting.
cockfights. They got
Yeah,
is Ash. He's Mexican, isn't he?
basically.
He's Mexican. I
Yeah,
knew he
that
was.
hey,
Hey,
saying
Ash Gasham? Ash Gasham? Okay, I
Ash
get
Ketchum.
it.
I mean, come on,
uh,
who else throws their head backwards, man?
yeah. Come on now. Um, okay, so real quick before we get into, I got a couple more like hidden things, or tell me if you know this from the show. I try to look for it in this one, but supposedly, and I don't know if it's in the English version too, but in the Japanese version, they would hide like Pokemon silhouettes in the background or like in the shadows. And in each episode, there was a hidden Pokemon that like almost like an Easter egg throughout the show. Like in the show, you could probably
Yeah.
like catch it in frame or something like that. Do you know about this in the show, like the regular like American version? Are we seeing that? Like,
Uh,
because that's a fun
Not
little
really.
thing.
I'm pretty sure if I go back and watch this, I
May,
could probably like
might maybe
find
find
something.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Supposedly there's some hidden Pokemons in like each episode, like, just like
It's like
hidden.
the it's like that Little Mermaid cover, bro.
Yo. Yo, bro, go back in. If you watch, you got to find the old school
Pervy
one.
Robotnik out here being devious.
Yeah, being very devious, bro. I mean, like, get this man locked up for life. There's also same thing in Little Mermaid. If you when
Yeah.
they're getting married, they're getting married at the end.
Uh,
Yeah, that's sketchy,
yeah.
bro. But you can't watch it now. They got that mug edited.
Yeah.
So let's see. Oh, also this is interesting. You watch this. I mean, like this in your mind only. In my mind, only exists in the dub, right? Like, there's no sub to. I mean, there probably is, but we don't do that. We don't know it by that. We know it by the dub, right? Like everybody knows it by the dub.
Yeah, there is. I'm trying to remember. But yeah, because dub was pretty like as far as America goes,
It was the only
it was
way.
dominant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty dominant.
Well, so Veronica Taylor does the voice of Ash, who also does the voice of his mom. So if you listen to it back, they're talking to each other. They're almost the same person. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
And there's
gotta save money.
yeah, they do actually, and they'll do it later on. There's some characters. Misty and Jesse are both voiced by Rachel Lillis.
Yeah,
Eric Stewart also voices both Brock and James. Comes later on in the series. But
yeah.
they're using them to like, all right, how many voices can you do? You're doing all the voices, okay? It's like
You're doing all the voices.
get to work. We can't afford
You
another
got three
voice.
people doing all these voices.
All right, let's get a little bit. I want to talk a little bit about the Pokemon trading cards because I technically,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a whole thing. It's crazy, like the world it's in now. 1999, they released a base card set, and there was 102 cards, and inside that base card set was a holographic Charizard, and like that card is the
Most
card, right?
coveted thing in the universe.
So these cards get released and kids go crazy. They're taking them to school. They're trading them. People are getting duped by doing bad trades. If you had a Charizard, you could probably trade
Oh
that
yeah.
Charizard for every card a kid had. You want to take a guess at a first edition
Trading
Holo
a whole
Charizard?
binder for a Charizard.
Do you want to have a guess at how much you could probably sell like a first edition Holo Charizard?
Are we going just
We're talking right
Charizard? Are we
now.
going like
We're talking about
pristine,
we're talking a mint. We're talking mint,
mint condition,
a
pristine?
shiny, hollow
Three hundred thousand
first.
dollars.
That would be amazing. If I did that, I'd probably go. I'm gonna go steal some. No, we're talking 10,000 plus, $10,000 plus. So I mean, still pretty dang high. It got a little crazy though around the 99 2000. Kids started getting distracted in school, and school started banning them. Did this happen to you? Did you see this happen in school when
Yeah.
you were like, they were like, no more Pokemon at school. Y'all getting a little too wild. Y'all are like
I mean,
robbing people and
I know as teachers were talking, we were still doing what we were doing. That's all
yeah,
I
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. You ain't gonna stop me. So how do you? I thought they were just cards, but you could actually play a card game with them. Like they're not just
Yeah.
collectibles. You're
So
like,
yeah. So here, I'll show you one. So
okay,
this is a
yeah,
Charizard
boy.
card, not the
Okay,
mint one.
okay,
This is the
okay.
one that recently came out. McDonald's, sometime this year. It was earlier this year. Uh, Partnered with Pokemon, and you could get a Happy Meal that came with a little booster pack. And
Dope.
this is one of the Charizard cards I came out with. But if you look
Yo.
right here, if we can focus, that's his power level. So
Uh-huh.
that's where you start,
Okay.
170. So right here, so these little fire, those are energy cards.
Okay.
So you need two energy cards to do his move right here, and that'll cause 100 plus damage. Um, yeah, it does 100 damage to the person you're battling.
Okay.
So basically, you have, but in order to use this card, I had to have a Charmander, and I had to evolve it to Charmeleon with the second stage, and
Mm-hmm.
then evolve it into Charizard to actually use this card. Um, and so it is a game. They still have tournaments that they host. You can watch it on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon TCG. They came out with a mobile version of it. You can download as well. Uh, Beside Pokemon Go. So you have that. You have a coin. So you flip. It's still turn based. So you flip a coin on who goes first, and then you have your base. You have your Pokemon you're gonna play, and then you have your hand. So I'm going to attach this entry card here. Use this. You have other supporter cards and stuff. You have healing cards that you can use as well. And
Mm-hmm.
then it all depends on like, and then on your bench too, you kind of have Pokemon in place just in case that one's getting knocked out or getting low on health. You could use a turn to swap out your Pokemon, and then depending, like I said, depending on the cards, what they say, like this one. Let me see here. Yeah, I just have random Pokemon cards by my desk right now.
Of course, of
So
course.
this was like a semi hollow one. So it's
Mm-hmm.
not a full hollow, but it's kind of like a little
Kind of
glossy.
reflective, yeah.
Uh, yeah, and so stuff like that. Like you could have this one. He's a little weaker as far as his health and damage he can do. But this one, I actually need a psychic and a dark card in order to use this move. So when you build your decks, you build it in a way to make sure you have enough entry cards, supporting cards, and enough Pokemon to win. Key thing to note here is when you actually go into tournaments, there are like cards you are allowed and not allowed to use in tournaments. They'll let everybody know, hey, this is a list of uh, Pokemon cards that are allowed to be played, just to kind of give everybody a fair chance. And um, as far as being able to win, because there are some cards that if you have it in your deck, you'll just dominate everybody uh,
Mewtwo,
with
Mewtwo,
that one
Mewtwo.
card. Mewtwo. Some of the legendaries are in there, but yeah. So as far as card game goes, it's plays like that, which I've played it before too. It's pretty fun.
Okay, I gotta see somebody do this because I'm watching because I don't get any of the card games because The guys who invented the Magic the Gathering, the Wizards of the
Oh yeah,
Coast or something like that. Those guys, they were the
yeah,
ones that kind of started competitive play with card playing, and they quickly kind of like saw that Pokemon card game was going to be pretty valuable, and so they started doing some
yeah,
competitive play, and so they kind of started that stuff in like 99. So it's gone back
yeah,
for years, and people are still kind of like really
yeah.
involved in it and kind of doing it up, but I
Yeah,
still
like I
don't
said, you could go to
understand it.
YouTube
Hmm.
and look up Pokemon TCG, and you can watch like these tournaments and stuff
I gotta
and
see
see how
this,
these
dude.
guys play. Pretty cool.
There's also the movie that came out in 1999. It did really well. Did you know about the
Dude.
movie? Supposedly blew up. Box office hit. Did you get the special Mewtwo or Mew
Eh,
promo cards? Like they were giving out cards. So,
yeah. So there
okay.
was so it was kind of like an ancient looking card
Mm-hmm.
of Mew. That one was there. Dude, if you ever want to cry, watch the Pokemon movie.
Yeah, so that was the thing that I
Dude,
also like on some of the reviews that I saw. It's like it was the first time kids watched a show or a movie and was like, "Oh snap! Like this show is gonna make me cry." Like I thought we were just having fun, baby. You just said like,
dude. To this day, I still shed tears, man.
just
That
think
that
about it.
movie,
I can
just
see
thinking about it, dude, it's
just a
like,
mist in your eye, bro.
dude, tell you, heavy stuff, man.
I remember the Pokemon Stadium game that came out for Nintendo 64.
Oh yeah, dude,
It was like the first like
Coliseum,
3D like Coliseum battle
yeah,
kind of bridging like both the anime and the games together was and that was also a hit for him. I mean, dude, Pokemon has made so much money.
there's so
Like,
much stuff, man.
I mean, so much. They've been killing the game for 25 plus years.
We have a store here, at one of the malls. It is it's basically just a Pokemon store. Like it sells nothing but Pokemon cards,
Whoa.
plushies. Like it's just a Pokemon store. I know, dude, because I had to. Me and my bro Caleb, he has a daughter. So when she started to learn how to crawl and stuff, like one of the things that he told him when like I kind of figured out he was having a kid before he told anyone.
Hmm. Hmm.
And so we had talked about it. I was like, all right, you know what we're gonna have to do when she learns how to crawl. We're gonna have to have her choose her starter.
Yeah.
And so like I scoured all of the area. I found Pikachu plushie. I found a Squirtle plushie. I found the Bulbasaur plushie.
Okay.
The Charmander plushie, dude, it was so ridiculous trying to find. Like I went to GameStops. I went to like Targets, Walmarts. I
You're
ended up
this.
going to that Pokemon store to
Uh-huh.
find it.
You're the second person who told me. I told somebody else that we were gonna do this show, and they were like,
Yeah,
they did this whole thing with their daughter. Like
yeah,
they got all the different plushies out, and they laid them out,
yeah,
and then they had their daughter crawl to whichever
yeah.
plushie that they
To a certain,
chose. That's a thing? This is a
dude.
thing. This is a
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. You can look. This is a thing.
Oh my
She
gosh.
ended up choosing Bulbasaur. But yeah, dude, it was hilarious because like I had Charmander, Squirtle, Pikachu, and Bulbasaur. Kind of had it all spread out. We did it when we took the kids to camp. Because we were just like, all right, hey, we got some free time right now. Let's
Mm-hmm.
do this, record it. And it was so hilarious. Like she started walking. I was like, all right. The way she was walking, I was like, all right. She's walking towards Pikachu and Squirtle. I could kind of get if she could pick Pikachu because Pikachu's bright yellow.
Yeah, bright
It's
yellow.
gonna be one of the things. She started crawling, sat down, looked the other way, started crawling towards Bulbasaur and Charmander. Stopped, turned around, and started crawling away from everything. We're just like, hey, what are you doing?
I don't want to be a
Yeah.
I don't want to
And
be a
then
Pokemon.
finally, like she finally chose Bulbasaur, and so I was like, all right, cool. But yeah, dude, finding that Charmander plushie was crazy. Because I went to that Pokemon store. I walked in. I was like, all right, it's got to be here. Because they had like bigger ones, but I was trying to get them all kind of the same, kind of small.
Hmm.
They had a small one, but it was a silver one. So I was like, I can't like.
That
So
ain't
I
the real one. That ain't the one.
yeah, that is the one. So I asked the girl, I was like, hey, do I got a Charmander? And like, uh, she said, yeah, look in the case over there behind it.
Oh no.
They might be in there.
In the
I was
case,
like, I
bro.
had to like turn around. It's like I went behind the case and I looked. I was like, oh, finally. It's like this is finally here.
Oh, okay. I thought you were
But
gonna be like, but it was
yeah,
$500.
I won't say how much it is, but
It was a little expensive, I could imagine.
but
If it's in the
but like
case, bro.
GameStop, it's in the case. But like GameStop, all they had were the giant Charmanders, and I was just like, I don't want to be biased here.
Yeah,
I
come on.
wanted to choose Charmander, but
Not by
I
say,
want to
not
make
by
it look fair.
size. Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, it's like a real thing that people do. Usually, kind of with the OG starters, but really, it's just depending on the starters you like. Um, because the starters never really change as far as the types. Is usually grass, water, and fire are the three main types you kind of always start with in the Pokemon universe.
We didn't even talk about Pokemon Go and how that blew up and how people were running
Oh
around
yeah, oh
playing the
dude,
game. It was, I can't remember what year that was. I
wild.
think that was like 20, man, was it
It was post
2016?
pandemic. Was it pre pandemic or
I thought,
post?
no, it was pre-pandemic. This is like, because
Was
I
it pre?
remember, I mean,
Okay.
it blew up again, but
Yeah.
Pokemon Go helped like people get past the pandemic a little bit, but it was before that
Yeah.
because
Got
I
people
want
out and active, walking around.
I want to say it was probably like 6 years ago, which is, or if not longer than that. I think it's almost been like almost 10 years for
Yeah.
Pokemon Go. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and look up when Pokemon Go opened up here. And you
Yeah.
can
When
let
it is go.
there's by the way, there's like 1,340 episodes of this show.
Oh, dude.
So
Tell you,
going forever. This man will never
Ash
die.
is immortal.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But let's go ahead and go talk this while I look up this Pokemon Go fact. Joe
Let's
Bangles,
guac talk
give
this
it to me, son.
Pokemon. Like I said, this was in the prime of my childhood. Pokemon, Digimon, Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon, Gundam Wing. He had Samurai Pizza Cats. He had Cats. He had I always forget Ronin Warrior.
Hmm,
Just
hmm.
all the stuff that I didn't know was anime that I was consuming. Like I said, Pokemon. For Christmas, I got a Game Boy and Pokemon Red. Started playing the game. Did start collecting cards. I will say, this it was how much bigger Pokemon got because, like I said, they had the advantage over Digimon because they had a game.
Yeah,
And that game was partnered with
Game
Nintendo,
Boy.
and
Yep, yeah,
Nintendo being a big competitor in the gaming world, that was able to boost Pokemon in views and sales and everything.
yep, yep.
To the point where I think it was early 2000s, maybe mid 2000s,
Hmm.
Burger King had a deal where you can go and purchase a Pokeball that contained, I think there was five different variants, but there were five golden Pokemon cards,
Hmm.
like pretty thick golden Pokemon. You had Charizard, you had Mewtwo, you had Pikachu. I'm trying to remember who the other ones were. Can't recall. But yeah, you can go and purchase that from Burger King, which I did. Uh,
Hmm. Hmm.
and then
Did you get the
uh,
Pokeball? I think McDonald's also had the same
yeah,
promotion, and supposedly they had to
yeah,
pull these
yeah.
toys that were coming out of McDonald's because kids were choking on the Pokeballs. They were trying to swallow them, as
Probably
kids do,
yeah. As kids do,
You know
kids
they
be
were.
kids. Um, but yeah, there's that. But yeah, like I said, it's a big thing. It's a big part of my childhood. I still played the games as they came out. I know there's been haven't watched any of the recent animes or at least the recent versions. I do know that our boy it is already known accomplished his goal after so long, which that scene too when it came out. Um, because the song that we got here in America, I want to be the very best, like no one ever was.
Hmm, hmm.
Like the greatest song. If you want to pump any millennial up, just play that song. Like it just play the first 2 seconds of it, and you'll hear a karaoke of this rendition of this song being sung.
Yeah, everybody's singing along.
Everybody's singing it. Great song. First episode. I said I enjoyed it. I liked it. I Like I said, old school Ash and Pikachu were both menaces as far as like who they were. Like this is stuff Ash would say to people. The way Pikachu would act was so hilarious. Like the confused Pikachu meme. Like that came from
Oh,
this
okay.
series. Like
That's
the
funny.
early episodes of Pikachu.
Hmm.
Which is so funny for some reason. Uh they decided to give Pikachu a love for ketchup. So throughout the series, throughout this season, you'll see Pikachu just like hoarding and hugging bottles of ketchup randomly.
That's
And
funny.
like if you just watch him in the background, it's so hilarious. Some of the stuff they have him do, the faces he makes. It is so good and hilarious.
That's
Let's see. Going all in all, like I said, nostalgia hit with this one as well. Uh 1 out of 151 Pokemon. How
how
many
many
am I
catching?
catching?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
500 Pokemon.
More of them, more
Actually,
than.
I gotta figure out how many I've actually caught throughout all the games. I gotta remember that. Uh,
You can record that? Is that recorded somewhere you could?
so there's a thing on here. So a cool thing about it, you're able to transfer your old party into the future games, through like the cable links and stuff like that. So,
Uh,
because uh, and in the newer games, I know there's a what's it called? There's also an I think it's called Pokemon Home or something like that.
mhm.
Was another thing that came out where it was just basically like a cloud storage of all your Pokemon that you could like implement into the game, and then you could bring it from the video game into Pokemon Go. And I think you could transfer your Pokemon Go characters. If you put it in Pokemon Home, you can transfer them into the game, like Pokemon X, Y, or whichever rendition came out. I think.
That's
Uh,
crazy. By the way,
yeah, it's
2016 was Pokemon Go. 2016.
Pokemon
I
Center.
think I believe it was July 2016.
Yeah,
I remember this because
that's crazy.
we had a shop downtown and
Yeah,
there were people that
everybody's
wanted,
just walking past.
dude, they needed to come into our shop. They were like, "Hey, there's
There's a
this."
Charmander right there. Can I catch it real quick?
Yeah, yeah. So there's a Snorlax or there's a wait, is that did I get that right? I think I may have got that right. I don't know. I think I'm naming Dr. Seuss characters, but like that was so
Yeah,
yeah. You give this all of it, all of the you're
all of
catching
it.
all of them.
Yeah, all
One
the things it
150.
deserves. Yeah,
Okay, okay.
150.
I did, dude. I still don't know, and I don't know anything about Pokemon. I was just a little bit beyond it, and then it blew up behind me, and then I remember just seeing that cards were being sold for tons of
Yeah,
money, and people were like, losing their minds over it. But it's not like I refused to watch it, but I will say. And you know what, come for me, anybody, but it was kind of a nerdy thing. Okay, it was a little nerdy.
it
I
was
got,
dirty. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah, yeah. The kids were like really into it, and I was just like, "What is happening? I don't get it. I don't get it, and I don't know how to play
It's one of the
these
things where you had to like
games."
secretly like it if you didn't
Yeah,
want to be a nerd.
yeah. You were like, "Oh, yeah," but then it's become mainstream, and I remember I can't remember just recently. Wasn't there a guy? There's a runner. Maybe it was Noah Baker.
Uh,
Noah something.
yeah, the
No,
guy.
Noah Lyles.
Yeah,
Noah Lyles. I think Noah
he got
Lyles.
the Pope Leo to sign his Pope Leo Pokemon card.
No, oh, I did not see that. For real, like the runner guy.
There, I don't know if it was that guy, but I know there's somebody who had. So there's a Pokemon called Pope Leo.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little seal Pokemon.
And he
That's one
kind of
of the
looks.
starters that
Does
came
he
out.
look like he does have a pope like
Eh,
hat or head?
eh. Well, no, just because the Pope's name is Pope Leo,
Okay.
they're
Oh,
like,
Pope
"Hey,
Leo.
can you sign my Pokemon card?"
And he did it. Oh, that's so
Yeah, yeah, he
cool.
did it.
That's so awesome, dude. But you know what? Like as the show goes, as I'm just talking about the show. It was entertaining. I loved the way it was drawn. It felt older, like the way it was illustrated, even though it was only like a year or two older than Digimon. Digimon felt newer. Like even now, I'm like, well,
Yeah,
watch Digimon. I'm thinking like, this is like, it's still kind of
yeah. The
fresh.
style's a little more aged in Pokemon
Yeah,
than
it's a little bit
Digimon.
more age, but I kind of like that though. Like I like the rough kind of drawing and kind of the blacks and kind of the dirty coloring and all that kind of stuff. I enjoyed a
Yeah,
lot of that. So, and the it was fun. It's fun. So, I don't know if I think I'm still just too beyond it now
yeah,
because like it was like I think something I should have grown up on to get it in. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be into it, but then like also the game. I think I'm just too late. I'm just too late.
too late.
I'm like that old man where like I want to be back into something, but like my body won't let me do it. Like, hey, like let's go jump rope and to do a double
Yeah,
dutch. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't
yeah.
have double dutch figured out now, I'm a
You
true
ain't gonna
believer.
ever
You
figure it
can't,
out.
you,
Yeah,
you can't.
you ain't never gonna
How?
do
How is the two
it.
ropes going? And I'm gonna get in the ropes and not like break a hip. It's just
And
like,
not
you know what?
be
If you didn't
decapitated.
learn, yeah, 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 I'm gonna be decapitated. If you didn't learn double dutch, you can't learn it now. If you're too
Yeah,
old, I'm too old. I'm too old now. But I will say, uh, I I find it very entertaining, and now that I know a little bit more about it, I didn't never watch that Pikachu, the Detective Pikachu. Did you ever see that? The movie
oh
with
yeah,
Ryan
that one's
Reynolds?
pretty. I liked it.
I heard it
Yeah,
was pretty good, like, but now knowing
yeah,
the show and kind of like having the connection of the history and all that kind of stuff, I think I might, I'll try to get into some of this stuff and try to figure out, what it's all about a little bit. I'm a little bit more
yeah,
initiated, so I think I'm ready for it. I will recommend it to people. I
yeah,
think kids would love it, like I'll recommend
yeah.
it. I wonder.
I will say, if anything, you could look up just like you could go to YouTube and look up like clips of just like Ash Ketchum sayings or stuff like that,
All
and you
the
could like see some of the dialogues he has, and it's just hilarious.
Dude, it was also cool to hear all the music because then I was like, I've been a long time Smash Brothers. I love playing Smash Brothers,
Yeah,
and I didn't realize how much of that music was from the
from
Pokemon.
actual
Yeah,
Pokemon. Yeah.
yeah, and I was like, oh snap, this is one of the stage songs, like they had the music. The whole time I was just like, I like this jam.
The
It's a
whole
cool jam.
time.
The whole
Yeah.
time it was Pokemon. I
Actual
didn't
Pokemon.
I was enjoying Pokemon, you know what I'm saying? And Kirby is undefeated on Smash Brothers,
Yeah.
so
uh,
Oh wait, Kirby's not a Pokemon, but he could be though.
nah.
He
He
could be
looks like
though.
one.
He looks like one, right? He could have been. Pikachu, that's the other one that they had on
Yeah.
Smash Brothers that I enjoyed. But yeah, I would say enjoyable show. I may be too old.
Enjoy.
I'm glad we got to watch the first episode and now I know a little bit
Yeah.
more about it. Lightning
Some of
bolt.
the lore, some of the myths. Lightning
Yeah,
bolt.
lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt.
give
That's all you need
give
to know.
yeah, give this show 5 lightning bolts, baby. You know what I'm saying? Lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt. Give it 5 lightning bolts. Give it all the lightning bolts. And you know what? Give us all those lightning bolts. And you give those lightning bolts over on Spotify, on YouTube, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, wherever you listen to us, wherever you watch us. Go there and give us those likes, shares, comments. Let us know who your favorite Pokemon is, what your favorite season, and what your favorite game of Pokemon was. Because, like I said, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of Pokemon out there, guys. So leave them in those comments. Just let's spread the love of this show, man. And
Y'all,
also, you can go visit us at our website, anime-me.com, where you can find not only this episode, but all the other episodes that we have, guys. Because as we said before, anime is vast and wide. It's been going on for a long time. It's still going on as we speak, guys, and it's only getting bigger, guys. And we are here to bring you into the fold with us. And with that, I've been Joe Angel with my co-host Sal, and we'll see you on the next one. Laters.
peace.
これはアニメミーでした。これから帰国の旅を始めます。ご清聴ありがとうございました。
Did we ever talk about the opening for Dantaran season 2?
We
We
hadn't,
haven't
no.
talked about that, dude.
We haven't though, but I was
What'd you feel?
behind.
How'd you feel about it? Like
It's
just the opening, like the
yeah.
song and how it went.
I like it. I like it. I think actually I like the outro more, honestly.
The outro one.
Maybe it's just because
It is a
the
bit different, kind of
illustration.
animated, but that style does work with it.
It really
You
does
know?
because it's chaotic and it's like really loose. I
Yeah,
actually okay, I will say I love
yeah.
the way it looks, but I still love the Creepy Nuts song. Like I that first the first, you
Dude,
know,
it's such a banger.
it's
I knew it
fire,
was gonna be
dude.
hard when they opened up with that. I knew it was gonna be hard to like
I think
get
it's
that same effect.
yeah, you're just not gonna get it. And I'm like, it's still fine and good. I liked all the like the way they did some stuff on this new opening that is like it looks really
Yeah.
great, but it's just hard to follow up this, the first one. The second one
Which
is
I saw a
fine,
thing
but
that made me like re-look at it
hmm
because I didn't really like clock it. Uh, because it's through Akurun's POV, and like
okay.
they're like, did you notice that like with everything outside of his glasses, it's like gray, or everything that it's just if he's by himself, it's all gray toned and scaled. But
Hmm.
anytime Momo's like in his glasses, it's colored, and it was like she's the color in his life that's bringing him out,
Dang.
of the
Okay,
show.
okay. So
I
maybe,
went back and looked at it. I
well,
was like, all right, yeah, okay,
yeah,
that's with it.
well, that's the thing. I like the way the intro looks a lot because that first intro is really cool,
Yeah,
and the along with the music, this
yeah,
one it looks really cool. But that the one with when they had both, they had the look and the music on the first one, and this one just has the look, and I'm like the music is fine. I feel like the I was okay on the song.
yeah,
Like it's kind of hard to follow up that song, but the way it looks is fire. So. I
yeah.
love, but yeah, that outro
So
though.
it's
I
like,
like both the
yeah,
music and the way it looks. They do this like 3D animation, but really loose, kind of like hand
yeah.
sketched, like hand painted and hand drawn. The whole thing. It's just like it's fun.
The outro reminded me of FLCL a little bit, like with the chaoticness and a little
Yeah,
bit of the style.
yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
what it reminded me of.
I
It's
could
like,
see
yo,
that.
this is dope.
It's so dope. It's so dope. Yeah, but I'm still behind. I'm not caught
So,
up on that.
uh,
I need to
yeah,
catch up on Dandadan. I need to catch up on Kaiju number 8, which I hear Kaiju number 8 is going off
yeah,
Joe Bangs. Are you feeling it?
dude, it's,
No spoilers, no spoilers. Are you feeling this new season?
dude, I'm excited for it. I'm
Yeah,
excited
okay, okay,
for
okay.
it.
Don't.
Same thing, like even with Dandadan, like I haven't read the manga in like 7 or 8 weeks
Hmm.
because I've been letting just like trying to let it build up, so I'm not just having to wait week per week for a chapter. So I was like, I'm gonna not read it for a while. I'm gonna let it build so I can like at least read a whole bunch when I do go back into it. Um, but yeah, there's another one I started reading. I need to. For some reason, they only got like the first. I think it's like the first 4 chapters, and then it skips to like chapter 37.
Hmm.
So for some reason, like those middle chapters, they haven't thrown on the Viz manga app yet. So I had to like go to my sites. I got to go to my
Oh,
guy
okay.
and
Yeah,
read them
yeah,
there,
yeah.
and then
You,
go back to Viz.
like old school, like the old school Joe
Old
Bengals
school.
had to, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
You know what I'm saying? I got to go ruin the computer real quick.
You gotta go get on your fatback computer, the old school one
Yeah. Old
that
school.
it's like off white, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Got that hum in the background.
yeah, yeah. You could cook a bowl of soup on the top of that boy,
Yeah.
giving off so much heat.
So much heat.